What is up, puppy love listeners? This is your boy Tay, aka Trigger Fingers, and we are back with another episode in season 2. This is episode whatever, but yeah, I'm here with my boy.
Hey man, it's Driss City, you know the vibes, you know the time, you know time for a slogan. And we back, man. Got another one.
Got another one. It's been a couple weeks since the episode.
It has, but you know, shit happens, right?
Yeah, man.
Niggas we dealing with real life shit. We dealing with real life stuff. But we back though. It's neither here nor there, we back though.
Yeah, last time we was recording, we recorded with Tasha and Devin over on their channel, over on their show. Go check it out, Secrets of the Opposite Sex. We were talking about dating in your 20s. We'll probably link it below here so you can go check that out as well.
For sure. That was a good episode. It was fun. Talked about everything under the gamut for real. But let's get into this real quick though, right? Because I've been scrolling on social media. I was supposed to stay away from it as a personal goal, but I can't help it. It's shit like it's like a drug and shit, right? So I'm scrolling on IG and I see a post, right? It's a post of my man Drake and his new situation. It don't seem outlandish with me just saying it, but the location made it go viral. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you're aware, but my man Drake rented out the Dodger Stadium. Just think about that. The Dodger Stadium. Just to have a date with some, I don't know who the chick is. She getting some traction out here. I don't know who she is. I think she's like the mom of like a top NBA prospect coming up. And he took her on a date. He did all that shit though. And it's like, what the hell? Now the caption read that he was simping. I don't know if he was simping or not, but he took it to a Major League Baseball stadium. Like, had that be me with the Drake
kind of money, I think
exactly.
You looking at it bigger than it probably is to him. Like to him, that's regular.
To him, that's probably regular.
That's
right?
regular.
But I'm gonna say this: even if I had Drake type money, though, I'm not renting out no damn AA.
You say that.
I mean that.
But if you could, if you
bro.
could make that flex and it not hurt your pockets, like,
then it is what it is. Like,
you the biggest person in your industry. Why not?
Right. Right.
Why not just F off the money?
You know what's crazy though? He probably rented it. Could have been a favor too. Dodgers ain't playing.
He could
probably know
the
some
owner.
connects. Let me get the hook up real quick. You know, because I was watching this movie. It was a terrible ass movie, but it was called Lucky Number. Pretty much what happens is this dude, regular Joe Schmo, needs to change his phone number. He changes his number and it ends up being the number of like an NBA player, right? So everybody is contacting him and he's like seeing all these people with like at least status giving him the hookup. You feel me? He's like, oh, you want to come to our restaurant, 5-star restaurant? It's complimentary. Just show up. You and your friends, you and a date, whatever. You want to come to this club? To get in the club, the password is this. I mean, he was getting shit like that. So I mean, Drake probably had the hookup. But like I'm saying, even if I had Drake money, bro, she going to a minor league hockey stadium. That's the best I could do. I'm not doing all that cake and shit. That's too much. Because I value the dollar too much. That's just what it is, though. I might be stingy.
You gotta think. But I forget who said it, but I was watching some podcast or something. Some rapper or something. They were talking about the more famous they got, the more free shit they got.
Right.
Like, they just show up to places and you think, oh, they getting 10, 20 bottles. They not. Sometimes they ain't even paying for that. They just getting it for the free just because they there. It's gonna bring
Right.
traction and money.
Yep.
So the fact that Drake did that is gonna bring more people to the games, expecting to see more famous people. I don't know. Could.
It's a spot. It's one of those places that people will want to take pictures next to. You feel me? Like, oh, Drake was on the third baseline. Oh, I'm about to take a picture. You know, shit like that, man.
He could have got it for free, which would make regular people look into seeing how much it cost them to do it. And now they spending big dollars on something he got for free.
Yeah.
So this probably gonna get other
though.
dudes to send and other dudes to ball out to impress they girl.
Think so? Or you think going forward, like other entertainers, other people with like other high earners, you think they're gonna try to recreate what Drake did, or you think they're gonna try to one up him? Because I think they're gonna try to one up him from here on out.
They could do that. They could try to one up him, but how do you one up that? Come into the game in a helicopter and have the news crews there and see you and your girl get off the helicopter and go to y'all seat?
Nah, I don't think that shit was planned with the photo being taken, because they look surprised, they look shocked. But to one up, you could one up that, man, because that was LA Dodger Stadium. Just look at the capacity. The other stadium itself, you could probably go to real locations, like real baseball locations. You go to Fenway Park, and go to the New York Stadium, and rent out a football stadium, rent out an arena, Madison Square Garden, do the whole shebang. You feel me? Like hot spots. Like if you want to go all the way out and do that, you could do that. Rent an island, bro. You feel me? Or not rent an island, but well, you know what I mean? Like I think buy an island, not rent one, but buy a little island of shit. Take your joint on a little hiatus, get away from the world. You feel me?
That's true.
I think
like,
that's the only way to one up.
when you got money like them, bro, you can do whatever you want.
Right. But again, they said that the title of the meme itself was that he was simping. And I want to get your take on simping. Like, what do you think simping actually is? Because I don't know if Drake is simping.
For me, simping is doing something out of character, something abnormal to try to impress a chick.
So it doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be like you spending money on
it could be
like
your actions. It could be spending your money. It could be like dressing like a boo-boo the fool to like try to get her to laugh. Like just like corniness.
Okay, we got
Simping
different.
low key kind of corny to me.
Oh, for sure.
Cause you gotta do something extra to impress her. Like to simp, you doing something abnormal. That ain't you. That ain't who you normally are. You doing something out of character to try to get a girl.
Okay, I got a different take on it though. It's along the same lines of what you're saying, except I really just think it's monetarily based. I think it's just strictly you spending money on a chick just to get the box.
Yeah, that's what
just to get the box. I think that's just what simping is. It's you spending cheese solely just to get box. Like if you didn't spend that cheese, she wouldn't give you the time of day. You feel me? You know what? It's not even. I think it's an attempt to get the box. Let me put it like that. You spending cheese as an attempt to get the box.
Yeah, because it's not guaranteed that you always gonna get it.
Right.
You could dish out that money and not get anything in return. Like I would be sitting here lying if I said I haven't like taken girls out on quote unquote nice dates, whatever that is at our age, during college. Olive Garden or some shit like that. But that's a nice date to us when you 2021.
Let me ask you this though. You going on that date though, is that something that you wanted to do as well? Or you did solely for her?
But but I knew I was doing it. My wanting to do it was my wanting to also try to impress her.
So it was a little simpage in there. It was a little simpage in
Yeah,
there.
like I could have simply been cool with like, I don't know, some B
Burger and
dubs.
fries.
Yeah,
Right,
like
though.
chicken wings and fries. Like I'm cool with that. But
You feel me?
I knew most dudes wasn't taking girls to Olive Garden when we were freshmen, sophomores in college. So why not spend a little bit of money?
No, that's
See
true.
if it get me
That's
a
true.
little bit closer.
That's true. That's a little. I think. All right. Let me ask you this though. Right. So we said what simping was. Do you think simping and tricking are one and the same? Because I hear that a lot. I'm gonna
The saying "it ain't tricking
yeah,
if you got it" is like running through my mind.
it is. It is though.
Cause it's like, am I simping if I got money to take a chick to Paris? Like, am I simping if I got it?
Again, if the sole purpose of you taking
Like
that trip to
maybe,
Paris
all
is
right,
to
hold on. Let me give you an example. Maybe you're. I'm gonna go like two different extremes. Maybe
okay.
your example of like me taking a chick first class Paris, we doing the whole thing, and your example of that would be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Atlanta with her on this weekend. Like, you see the difference in the trips, but maybe you going to Atlanta because that's what you can afford. But my going to Paris, France, first class is what I can afford. So
Yeah, but again, it comes down
no,
to if you
I'm gonna say
wanna.
no. Tricking and simping ain't the same. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's two different ideologies, I guess, or just ways of life. I do think that simping though is the very beginning of tricking. You are, because I believe tricking is more so you're not paying for pussy. It's more so you paying for that girl's company, or you paying for her happiness. That's what I think tricking
Alright,
is.
how about this? With tricking, you got a lifestyle that she's joining, but she's not paying to join it. You covering her to join whatever lifestyle you got. Because if I can take helicopter rides all around the city, am I tricking because I pay for her to get on the helicopter with me?
Nah, see, that's my thing,
I
right?
can afford to do that.
That's my thing. It's not tricking if you want to do it, but if you're doing it
That's
for
what I'm
her,
saying. That's why I'm not like
if
I'm
you're doing it for
separating
her
the
though,
two
that's
of
when
them.
it kind of if you're doing it for her, then that's when it becomes tricking. If you're doing
But
it for
most
yourself
dudes
and
is
she's
doing
coming along,
everything for the chick. Most things that we do is for the quote unquote trying to impress her. Cause
what
think about it
examples?
like this:
Examples.
if
Yeah.
you was happy, we would simply be happy with a chick coming through and letting us crack and not going nowhere. But we do the whole date thing to impress her. Even if it's a date down the street to the diner and getting a couple of drinks at the bar. Like, even though that's not a lot of money, if we had it our way, we wouldn't have done it at all.
Right, but again, do you want to go to the ball on Friday and get fucked up
I
and
mean,
have her
yeah,
meet you there?
everybody. I mean,
Then
people
that's
who
the
like
difference.
enjoy going to the bar, yes, but
That's the difference. That's the difference. That's that. I guess that's where the game is fucked up, and that's kind of where I move different, right? Because I'm not doing anything for her necessarily. I'm doing it because I want to do it. You could come along with me. We can make an event. We can make a memory out of it. That's my whole spiel. You feel me? Other people though, if you doing it strictly for her, then that's when you have your priorities fucked up, and that's when it becomes tricking or simping or whatever. That's just my mental on it, you know. Because like you said, if you have the money to ride the helicopter all through the city, and she's with you and you paying for her expense, that's cool. If you wanted to do that, or if you wanted to show her something, if you yourself wanted to go through with it, it's cool. But if you're doing it for an ulterior motive, that's when shit get funny.
But
if
most
you're doing it
dudes
because
is doing it for an ulterior motive anyway.
But that's when it becomes tricking and simping. Because if you think, oh, I'm gonna take her on this boat ride, I'm gonna have her ride my yacht because I'm trying to fuck. Do you think you can fuck without that?
But
if you truly think you could fuck without
what I'm saying,
that, then
but
it's
what
cool.
I'm saying, I think you confusing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
I'm not.
Everything you doing in general, with her there, you doing to one step get closer to trying to crack.
Okay.
Everything.
But alright, so I'm gonna say this though, cause I buy cologne for myself, and my sipping, and my tricking. I'm getting cologne because I want to smell good. Alright, so what you mean?
Yeah, I'm not talking like that though. I'm talking more like the whole point of dating is to get one step closer to whatever goal you have.
So if I take shorty to Roof Chris,
sex,
right?
Whether that be to make this your girl, but if you didn't have to go through the process of dating, you wouldn't go through it if it wasn't socially acceptable.
All right, so if I took shorty to Philippe's, you would consider that tricking?
If you got some Philippe's money, no.
See, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. I'm saying
if you got the money to live like that, then I feel like whatever your lifestyle is, if you got the money to maintain that lifestyle and pay for her to do it, I don't think that's simping because you can afford that. It ain't your fault. You can take a girl to Philippe's and the next dude gotta take her to Steak and Shake.
Right.
That's not you. Neither one of y'all are tricking. How's it tricking if you going to Steak and Shake?
All right, we be saying tricking and simping. But like what I'm saying is, cool. Say I do have the money for it, right? But I still think this would seal the deal if I take it to Roost Chris. I'll be able to pipe. If I believe it will seal the deal for me to fuck shorty by taking her to Roof Chris or Philippe's or wherever, some high fancy restaurant, then that's when it becomes tricking. If I believe I can't get pussy without doing that shit, regardless of what my tax bracket is at, then that's when it becomes simping. That's what I'm saying. That's when it becomes simping. You feel me? But if I take it to Roost Chris because I want to go to Roost Chris and try something.
I'm trying to figure out how you align in simping and tricking. Like, simping usually doing something that he ain't supposed to be doing and he not getting nothing out of it. Simping don't result in anything.
It don't.
Tricking does.
It don't. Tricking don't. None of them things result in anything for real. It's all about the motive behind it, bro. It's all about your motive behind it, bro. If your motive is to fuck shorty, if you think you're gonna fuck her,
if you tricking off some money, if you tricking, I'm talking about some real money. When you say tricking, I'm talking about dishing out some real cash, and if you doing that, you most likely getting something out of it.
You most likely getting something, but alright, so that's.
But you're not simping.
Hold on. So we gotta separate it. Tricking and simping, two separate things. Like I said, simping, you're doing it because you think that it's gonna result in some pussy at the end of the day. Tricking, you doing it strictly for her happiness or for her company. Regardless if you get pussy or not, that doesn't matter. It's all about keeping her happy. That's the tricking. You feel me? Simping is you're doing something. Sentence. What you mean?
Like, I think you was putting them in the same sentence. They not in the same sentence because they two different things.
No. That's what I'm saying. They're two different things. But I'm saying... But my explanation was kind of to both. If I'm taking shorty out to Roof Chris because I think that's going to seal the deal on me fucking her, that's simping. If I take her to Roof Chris because she want to go to Roof Chris and I want to make her happy, I don't really care about going there. She just wants to go. That's tricking. You are. However,
No,
if I
you
want to go to
going
Roof Chris,
if you tricking. Look, you tricking if you go to Roof Chris because you like Roof Chris, and you know she gonna be with you, and you gonna have to cover her.
nah, that's
So
not
you paying
tricking
for her
though.
too. You tricking off some money.
That's not tricking though, bro. That's not tricking, bro. Just think about it like this. You know, back in the days where they be like, she a trick.
All right, I got one.
She turned tricks.
I got a perfect example for you.
God.
Trick. All right, how about this? We're gonna use exotic dancers, strippers, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna use them as an example. Me going to the strip club and throwing $10,000 at her because I got 10,000. That ain't nothing. That's just some tricking off money. I'm throwing at her, as you would have said, regardless of the outcome, whether I'm with this girl at the end of the night or not. I got $10,000 I wanted to throw anyway. Simping would be me going to the strip club and me telling her, "You don't need this. I'll take you out of here. I'll make sure you straight. You can come live with me." That's simping.
That's not simping. That's only simping if you think that's gonna result in some pussy. If you think saying all that is gonna result in some pussy, giving her money is gonna result in some pussy.
But throwing money at her just because you want to throw the 10,000, you got it.
That's not tricking.
Someone can make the same argument for that.
That's not tricking though.
Because it can still lead to you getting some pussy afterwards.
Nah, bro, because you went to the strip club to throw money at the strippers. You wanted to do that. Yeah, but she
don't know your intentions either way.
But your intentions are your intentions, though. It doesn't matter what the other person says necessarily.
So at the end of the day, what you basically saying is only you can determine if you simping or tricking. It's to your own discretion. Whatever you consider it is, then it's on you. Because
then
maybe we'd do the same exact thing. Maybe I don't feel like I'm simping. Maybe you feel like I am.
Exactly. Because if we do the same thing, if you have different motives behind it, someone can't say.
No, I'm saying we can have the same motives.
If we have the same motives,
we go somewhere and do the same exact thing. You can look at me doing it and say he's simping. I can look at you and saying, "Oh, he just tricking off some money."
Yeah, but you'd be wrong though. If we have the same motives, if we have the same motives, then it's gonna be the same terminology. It's not gonna be different.
Yeah, but it's using your own discretion is what I'm saying.
It is, but alright, so my thing is on the outside looking in, unless you have the full story, you can't really say someone is tricking, someone's simping. Because only that person generally knows, because it's their motives, you feel me? But I'm just stating what I believe is the difference of the two are. And, the examples that we showed, I think that's pretty much what it is. I don't, because you're saying, you're using the word tricking loosely, bro. You're using that loosely.
You do use it loosely. You gotta think, bro. It ain't tricking if you got it. If you got it, it ain't tricking. So everything these rappers do that's extravagant to us, how can we say what it is because we can't afford to do it?
Nah, regardless of that, we can't say what it is because we don't know their motives behind it. That's my thing. We don't know their motives behind it, so we can't say what it is.
That goes exactly back to what you just said a second ago. It's up to you what it is.
Right, but based on my definition of it, if someone broke down the story and told me exactly, like if a rapper came up to me and was like, "Yeah, bro, I bought that house over in Beverly Hills because I was trying to get some pussy out of some chick," I'd be like, "Oh boy, you simping."
But what if he got something out of it?
He was still simping. Now, if he had a chick, right?
That's the thing about simps, though. They usually don't get anything out of what they're doing. They don't get any result.
See, but it's the act. Simping doesn't necessarily lead to anything, but it can. And if he completes the mission and gets the pussy, they don't change the fact that he's still simped.
Then you can't keep calling it simping if he got what he wanted to get out of it.
He's still simped. It don't matter what he got or what he didn't get. He's still simped. It was the act. He did that because he thought that's the only way he could get her pussy. So he simped.
But you can say that about dudes who go to the bar and buy girls drinks all night, hoping that they gonna crack. They simping.
That
But
they
if
still
you're talking
simping.
about a dude who went to the bar all night hoping he was gonna crack and he cracked, maybe he just tricked off some money.
He only tricked off the money if she wanted drinks, and he was cool with it. He
was-
wanted to give her drinks. He wanted to give her
Bro, I
drinks.
think we just gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
He wanted to give her drinks, you heard? She wanted drinks. He was trying to make her happy, so he tricked off some money, getting her some drinks. And it might have led
Yeah,
to
so how he said.
See, that's a fine line right there, because it could go either way. You feel me? It could go either way. It could go either way. For that
Use your own
scenario,
discretion. Maybe to him, it didn't feel like he was simping.
for that scenario, it could go either way, right? Because if a chick just went up to him and she was like, "Yo, give me a drink," and he was like, "You want a drink? Alright, fuck it here," and he didn't really care about the outcome, then that's tricking. But if she came up to him and was like, "Hey, get me a drink," and he was like, "Shit," in his mind thinking, if that means I can fuck, alright, here, take this drink. That's simping.
And if he do, maybe he just tricked
It's
off some
still
money at the end
simping.
of the night.
It's still simping. He's still simped. The motive was there. He's still simped, bro.
All
Because
right,
his
bro, we're gonna
objective
agree to disagree.
was the crack.
Speaking on this,
That was it.
do you have an example of a time when you tricked off some money on a chick? How much and what did you do?
According to my definition, according to my definition of what tricking was, it might have been drinks. I might have bought some chicks some drinks. Met at a bar. She was cool. Got her some drinks just cause I had it, and it was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm already drunk. Get on my level. So I'll probably say like $40 or so on drinks though, which is it's kind of much, but I think that's the most time. That's
$40
tricking.
ain't
I don't
nothing.
trick. I don't trick like that, man. According to my definition, I don't trick. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably at the bar just one night. Just, take that. And it was cool. What about you? Tricking though.
So I've definitely tricked off some money.
Tricking
Yeah. Yeah, I tricked off some money. So, wow. So this happened like fall 2017. Like around that time. I was probably like second, third year of college. My brother had got sick and he was out in Pittsburgh. And where we went to school was what, probably 5 hours from there or so. Five and a half hour drive. So I was up there the first 2 weeks he was in the hospital, and then I went back to school because I had to get back to school, and me and him would just FaceTime every day. I'm checking up on him, making sure he's good up there in the hospital. Well, a couple weeks after I had left, he was up there probably like a month and a half or so. But like maybe a week or so after I left, he ended up having one of these night nurses who was taking care of him. And when I would FaceTime him, she'd be in the background, "Hey, how you doing?" He in the room talking about, "Yeah, this is my older brother. Y'all should meet. Y'all be a cute couple, blah, blah, blah."
Oh, he put you on.
Yeah, for sure. So me and he get her number and everything. He's like, she said hit her up, blah blah blah. So me and her texting, and a lot of the beginning of the texting wasn't me trying to get at her. A lot of it was like, all right, now I got somebody who can give me like updates on his medical situation.
Right.
She looking at his chart, she know exactly what's going on. So I'm asking her like, how bad does it look? Thank you for sacrificing your time and everything, taking care of my brother. Cause like, bro, in all honesty, looking back, I really thought I was gonna lose my brother, bro. Like, I really felt like, dang, like I really might lose him. and I ain't gonna be there to see this happen, and that's gonna hurt even more that he had me there to be with him in his last hours, days, whatever he had left. So
Right.
that's one thing that was running through my mind. At first, it was not me trying to get at her. Well, after texting for a little, like me and her texting for like a week, she's saying like your brother's improving. They're talking about letting him go. Now the stress is coming off me. I'm like, all right, cool, my nigga, cool. Like he about to come home. So now
Hey,
what's
she
up with
start
me
looking
and you?
good.
Now I'm on it. Now I'm on something else because like, all right,
Yeah.
the tough stuff is behind us. We looking to brighter days. What's up with me and you? So me and her talking, we FaceTiming. She working a night shift, bro. I'm staying up late, texting with her all night. You know how nurses is, they work those 12-hour shifts. Bro, she working 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I'm up.
Hold on.
I'm
Before
a
you
full-time
continue,
student, bro.
before you continue, now based on your definition of what simping was, is that simping? You doing extraordinary shit? You staying up all hours of the night?
I stand corrected. I
You
stand
feel
corrected.
me?
But you also gotta think, at that time, most, like, at that young age, most niggas was doing that. Staying up late on the phone, caking up with his chick. Most dudes was doing that. It wasn't abnormal. I wasn't doing nothing that most people wasn't doing. Come
Yeah, I
on, bro.
guess,
Your
bro.
younger days,
I
you gonna
guess,
tell me you
bro.
wasn't on the phone late with a chick, caking up.
I mean, yeah, but like that's different though.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
different though.
That's
That's
what I'm
different because I'm
saying.
doing it. Fuck out of here. I'm doing it. So it's different. Nah, I got it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't feel abnormal because like that's what everybody was doing. So like it was normal.
So
Well,
y'all get serious. So y'all start getting
What you
serious.
yeah. So we plan a date. He come home. Now I'm planning a date to go out there and go see her. Now I ain't going to Pittsburgh with sad news and feeling down and depressed. I'm going out there because I'm like, what's up with Shorty? Like, I'm going to see her. So, damn, bruh, this is the struggles. So a nigga did not have no car back then. Like,
Yeah.
at all. Was not mobile.
Tell him. I've been trying to tell this man
And
forever. Get your
what
V,
I
man.
had did was get a Greyhound ticket to go see her. I booked that bus ticket, bro. Like, I had no pride. No pride at all. It was nothing but a 5-hour bus ride. I booked that. So
Okay.
I booked the bus ticket. Time go past. It's time to go out there. I get to the bus station and I'm waiting to like hear my bus call. Like, I don't know. I didn't normally drive Greyhounds. I didn't know how the system operated. Come to find out, after sitting there for about 45 minutes, I'm like, bro, like, where's this bus? Like, we late. So I go up to the counter. I'm like, look, here's my ticket, my bus. Lady tell me, oh, sir, that bus already left. I'm like, damn. Damn,
Man,
like,
hurt.
yeah, like, I'm hurt
Oh,
because,
man.
like, she expected me to be there when the bus show up. So I'm like, when's the next one leave? I guess the next one didn't leave for like 2 hours. Another one was going that way. So I booked the ticket. I had to buy a whole new ticket. At this point, I'm probably in the whole 200 or so, buying both of them bus tickets round trip. I remember, like, throughout that day texting her, she wasn't sure if I could stay with her or not. So I'm like, damn, I might have to get a hotel. I'm supposed to be out there for 2 days. So I'm like, I'm not about to risk this, get all the way out there, and then I can't stay with her, and now I'm asked out. So I book a hotel for 2 nights. And in my head, I had a little bit of money. I ain't gonna flex. Like, you know, you get the refunds, checks, your account is straight. I booked a decent hotel. Like, it wasn't I'm trying to
What you
remember
mean
what kind of
decent,
hotel it
bro?
was now at this point, but
Holiday Inn, bro.
it was on some like Marriott shit. Like it
You got the
wasn't no
nights
like
in, bro.
it wasn't like a red roof or
Got the days in, bro.
it wasn't nothing like that. Nah, it was like a Marriott.
It was a Marriott.
It was a Marriott and it was downtown. So like
Okay.
it ain't no cheapy skimpy hotel.
Nah, if you gonna
Because
get
in
that
my
last
head,
minute
like
downtown, that costs a lot.
in my head, I had this whole like
Not a lot, but
it's gonna be some like I don't know blissful night, and I don't want no blissful night, no damn days in.
right.
Like I need it to be like a comfortable environment. So I spent a little bit of extra money. I get a hotel. I think for the 2 nights, the hotel may have ran me like I don't know, maybe like 250, something like that.
For both nights or like for
Yeah,
each night?
250
That
for
sounds
both
about
nights.
right though. That sounds about
I
right.
like may have found a coupon online or something, like get like 20%. I don't know what I did, but end up getting a
Yeah,
hotel
sounds
for like
about right.
250, 200 on the bus tickets round trip. I'm probably like
Mm-hmm.
450 in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
So catch the next bus, get out there. She meet me at the bus station. It's like a you know how in the movies when you walk up to somebody and it's like y'all finally meeting and it's like I don't know,
Like
bro.
slow
Like I
motion
ain't,
almost.
yeah,
It's like
it was like a
relief and
passionate moment because like
yeah.
this chick was taking care of my brother. Like I felt like I had something with her. Like she had took care of my brother. He good. He home. We didn't got to know each other over these weeks. So like now I'm here in person. Like this is somebody I FaceTimed. I done talked on the phone with, texted. So boom, we here. So I'm in the car and I'll never forget. We going straight to dinner because it's like 9 at night, 10 o'clock at night. And we going to a place called the Melting Pot. And anybody who know or ever been to the Melting Pot, you know that ain't no cheap dinner. Like it was at the
How much was a
time
plate,
that was
bro?
an expensive dinner to us.
How much was the entree, bro? You got the appetizers too?
I think for both of us, we like got drinks included, and food and dessert. I think all together it was like 120, 130. But like
That's straight.
in
At
in
that time,
college, that's a
probably
lot of
not.
money to be
Yeah, at
dropping
that
on a
time.
meal.
Right.
Yeah. So she ended up paying for that. That's something she paid for. So that saved me 120 there. But we go to dinner. We meet her friends there. I meet 2 of her friends. They both nurses, and she a nurse. So I'm thinking like, damn, like I'm around people that's nurses and shit. Like I'm feeling like my halfway through college ass ain't got nothing to say at this table right now because I'm still in school.
Right.
And what's crazy is she was younger than me at that time.
How old was she?
So, yeah, she was younger than me. She was a couple years younger than me. So we end up after dinner, go to the hotel. We have ourselves a time, bro. We
Have a good
definitely
time?
had ourselves a time. We did what grown folks do,
Okay.
and I remember her specifically saying, I can't stay with you. I'll come back tomorrow and meet you here. So I'm thinking like, huh? Like, I just came out of town to see you. You should have had this whole weekend off.
Yeah, she gave you the razzle
There should
dazzle.
be no distractions.
Right. She pulled the dress move on you. She
So she don't like. We
pulled
get
the dress
finished doing what we
move.
doing. She immediately gets dressed and says, "I have to go." All right. So she skate. Remember that.
Dang.
So
She's a runner. She's
the
a track
next day I'm up at it. I'm kind of like chilling around the hotel, bored, cause I'm like, I came all this way to see Shorty, so I'm not exploring the town and going out.
Right.
that's maybe one thing I regret now looking back. I should have probably like found something to do while I was out there, but I was there for her. I wasn't out there for my own like leisure. So she probably
Okay.
come through around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, she been acting funny like all day. Like all day it's been funny acting like she barely texting. I'm thinking like I'm texting her like damn I done came all the way out here. You not even responding. Like now I'm starting to feel some type of way because it's like I'm invested. Like I am invested
Yeah.
now. Monetarily, my time, my effort, like I'm out here. So
Right.
she show up, we go get food. She's apologizing, sorry, blah blah blah. But the whole time, like throughout that second day, she on her phone. She texting. I don't know who she texting. I ain't asking questions. That ain't none of my business. I ain't looking at her phone. But I do realize that she's texting. So
On the second
after
day.
it got annoying,
Sheesh.
eventually. And I had said
Right.
something. I'm like, look, like let's let's enjoy each other's company. Like this kind of rude that you on your phone while I'm out here. We supposed to be having a good time. Blah blah blah. She like, I'm sorry. You right. So the rest of the night, I can hear her phone buzzing like crazy in her bag.
Hmm.
But she not checking it. She respecting it.
She respectful.
So
Yeah. She respectful.
after going out to eat, hanging out, she take me to some of her places she wanted to show me. We get back to the hotel again. Second night, we just laying there in the bed, talking, getting to know each other a little more intimately. Um, do what we do. She gotta leave again. And this time I'm like, all right, this is my last night. Like, at least stay the last night with me. So I'm in my
Just so
bag.
you know it's real, right? Just so you know it's real.
Yeah, I'm in my bag. Just stay the night with me. I don't want you to go. All that. I'm saying all that.
Oh man, my man thought he had true love.
Yeah, bro, it was tough.
Thought it
Like
was true
looking
love. That's
back
when
on
them.
it, looking
What
back on
happened?
it, that was like I was acting out a character that night because
Yeah.
like
Yep.
I
Yeah.
was in, like I said, bro, I'm invested. Like I'm out here. This is my last night. Like I want it to be special. Like stay here with me.
Hey
I
man.
put
So
up a good
like,
fight, but she like I gotta go. Like I gotta
yeah,
leave. She's
with
like
that
you wouldn't
situation,
understand, but I have to leave. So
with that situation, right? It's like any trader, right? Anybody who trades like the markets, right? Whether it be stock, forex, options, whatever, they always tell you to use logic. Never use emotion when you trade because you'll more likely than not lose money. And with that situation, you had your emotions tied up into it because of how
oh,
she
for
held
sure,
you down with your brother.
for sure,
You feel me?
for sure was emotionally involved, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And crazy part is like maybe only known her like a month max.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. She leave. Next day, I get an Uber, get on the bus, go home. The day I leave, she texts me when I'm like getting ready to leave town, and she say, "Hey, had a great weekend with you. It was really great meeting you.
Really great meeting
We'll
you.
have to do this again.
Oh.
Maybe next time I'll come see you." I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Like, I
She's
sealed the deal
showing.
this weekend. Like, this was a great weekend. Like, overall, it had its ups and downs, but overall, in my head, this is a great weekend. I go back, I'm excited as shit. I'm cool. Can't nobody tell me nothing. About a week later, she cut all contact. Like, all contact. Like, she's MIA. I can't. I'm calling. I'm texting. Nothing. Nothing. Not hearing
Dang.
from her at all.
Dang.
I remember that I had her on Instagram. I had her Instagram.
Yeah.
Go on Instagram, and she didn't have a lot of pictures at all. She probably had, like sometimes a female had like 4 pictures, but none of them, to you don't know what any of them mean, but they
What
just
you mean?
4 pictures.
What kind of pictures?
Just 4
Like
regular
spiritual
pictures.
shit?
Like one of herself. She had a twin sister. She had one of her twin. One of her getting her degree and graduating. Like random 4 pictures.
Yeah.
She posted on her story though like a lot. So I'm looking through her story, and she is like in this high-rise apartment, and it says, when you help babe clean his place. I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm like,
Hey, yo.
what? Like, what's going on here? Like, babe, who? So, if you could, bro, like looking back, if you could see me, I was a mess when I got wind of this. I was a mess, cause I'm thinking like, damn, I feel like I got played. Like, I really feel played.
Yeah.
So I scroll up. I gotta scroll up. Like this, I can't let this slide.
Yeah.
Scroll up. Messing her like, what you mean? She leave me on scene.
She never talked to her. She never said nothing. Hold on. Were you more mad at the fact that she said that shit to you, or were you more fact that you spent all that bread?
It was a combination of both.
Man, I would have been mad I spent
It
all
was
that
a
bread, bro.
combination of both. It was a combination of both.
Yeah.
Cause I'm out of $5,000 as a college student. I'm out of that money. That money gone.
Yeah.
And I felt used. I felt like I got one over on me. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I know
So,
exactly how that feel, bro.
She leave me on scene. I'm low key feeling some type of way about it. So I'll go out and do how I handle most stuff in college. I went out, got drunk, handled it that way. We probably went out. We probably went out and had a good time that weekend. I probably never told y'all. Obviously, I've never told you this whole story. So like, I've never told you about this, but we probably went out some weekend and I was acting careless because I was upset about that. I'm like, all right. So I get over it. I don't hear from the girl. We get to like Christmas. This all happened, mind you, this all happened like before Thanksgiving. Alright, my bad. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But all this with Shorty happened around probably a little bit before Thanksgiving. Fast forward, we get to Christmas. And on Christmas, she messaged me, Merry Christmas, bro.
You know what that mean?
I haven't heard from her in a grip.
You know what that mean?
So I'm low-key still salty in a little bit of a way. But I'm trying to play it off like I'm not. Like I don't care. So I message her back, Merry Christmas, whatever.
How fast did you do that?
I waited a couple hours. I for sure waited a couple hours. I was not messaging her back immediate because I was going to look pressed. Even though a piece of me wanted to respond, I'm like, nah, we waiting. Message her back, Merry Christmas, whatever. Well, she typed me this long ass book about how sorry she is and she didn't mean for everything to happen like that, and him and her have been off and on for years, and
And it's that off moment right here. When she hit you up, they was off.
And it's hard to explain because they've been through so much together. He was supporting her through nursing school and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, I want to talk to her again. Like, I want to like pick up where we left off, but going into it, I'm like, all right, just go into this cautiously. Like, I'm already going through it a little doubtful. So we texting again a little bit, FaceTiming here. Nothing like before. It was never the same.
Right.
Um,
Conversation's a little dry.
It's a little drier this time around. I done moved on, probably found me somebody else, like on a little jump off. So I don't really care no more, but I care.
Right. Best way to get over something is to get on top of something new.
Yeah. So she planned to come out there to see me after winter break is over in January. So we off and on text until January, until like a week out from when she supposed to come. I'm asking her, did you already like schedule off work? Blah blah blah. She was like, I'm still waiting to hear if I can get off. All the excuses in the world. In my head, I know she ain't coming. Like, she ain't coming out here. And deep down, I'm telling myself, just cut this off. This ain't going nowhere. So that's what I end up doing. I end up hitting her up like, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. You say you and dude off and on. Who knows when y'all going to be back on again. I don't want to be in the middle of that again and be out here looking crazy. So,
better than me,
in
man.
conclusion, my wrapping it up, it's like, that's my experience with tricking. Invested money, invested time, even invested my damn emotions a little bit.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, you gotta be careful out here.
But was that tricking though? Cause
I had it.
That's where that's where argument go. It don't matter if you had it or not. Did you do it because she wanted you to do it, or did you do it because you wanted to do it?
I did it
well?
Because I wanted to do it, and I also did it because I knew
tricking.
it would lead to what I wanted it to lead to at the time.
It's not tricking. It's tricking a little bit. It's not tricking. It's a little bit of simping though, but it's not tricking though. It's not tricking.
I was tricking off some money, bro. I didn't have to spend the money I did.
It don't matter what you had or what you didn't have. It's the fact that you wanted to do it because you wanted to see her. It's not tricking, bro. It's not tricking. It's not tricking, bro.
Tricking.
It's not tricking.
It was tricking. I guess at certain points it was both. Like, at certain points it was a bit of both.
Think so?
It was a combination of the two.
I know how that feels though. I remember I remember I was talking to some chick, right? I just met her. Talked to her for like 2 weeks. Texted nonstop, right? When I met her and I was macking, I asked if she was single. She was like, she's in this, it's complicated, right? She said she's not with anybody, but it's complicated. So I'm like, alright, hold that. And this was young Dress. This was young Dress, like fresh into college type. She said she not seen nobody, but it's complicated. Whatever she got going on, with whoever she's dealing with. But I'm like, yeah, you not together though. She's like, nah. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm gonna play this game. 2 weeks go by. I hit her up. I hit her up on the day of the Super Bowl. And I'm like, hey, what you doing next Thursday, whatever? She like, nah, I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, yo, you trying to hang out? You trying to like get something to eat, do something? She was like, yeah, I'm all for it. I said, bet. Wednesday come, hit her up. Like, we still on? She like, yeah. The day come. Now this day happened to be Valentine's Day. The day just so happened to be Valentine's Day, the day we supposed to hang out. I didn't realize it when I first set it up, but I realized it in the middle of the week. But I didn't stop it. So what I did though is your video cut out again too, bro.
I'm right here.
Huh?
I'm right here.
Nah, your video cut out though. Do you see yourself on your side?
Yeah.
Alright, then fuck it then. So this day happened to be Valentine's Day. So the day of, after I get done with classes and shit, I'm like, alright, we about to hang out. I go to the store because we set up the time and everything. I go to the store, grab some chocolates, grab some flowers, grab a big ass teddy bear. It was like some white bear and shit.
See,
and I'm like,
now
that
this
right
is
there,
this
that
is
right there
come
is
on,
simping.
bro.
That right there is simping. You talking to me? You talking to me? I don't
That
do
was
shit
unnecessary. You could have just stuck
That
with
was
the
simping.
dinner.
That was simping. I wanted to go to the whole shebang because I wanted, you know what I mean? Shorty was fire. I wanted, she was a nurse too, by the way, and I wanted that. So, or she was in a nursing program. As I buy this shit, I walk out the store, headed back to the crib, whatever, or headed back to the dorm. I get the text. She was like, "Oh, I didn't realize today was Valentine's Day. I'm gonna take this day to spend to spend with my boo or whatever." And I said, "Whoa, you got a man?" Mind you, we was talking for 2 weeks, so anything could have happened between those 2 weeks. I guess on her side, they actually made it official. I didn't know that. She didn't tell me. Even if she did, I probably wouldn't care. You know, at that time, I was kind of reckless. I was probably going to see how far she would go. But I said, "Yo, you got a man?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Damn," I felt hurt. But not because she got a man, it's because I spent all that money on this bullshit. So what I do once I got the text, I spent no time. I busted a Yui, went right back to the store, got my refund back. On the chocolates, on the flowers, and on the teddy bear. And all that shit was paid for on sale, but they gave me the full price back. So I got a little extra cheese on top. On top of that. But I was tight though. I was tight because I felt like I stepped outside myself. I stepped beside myself to do that. Thinking that, you know, I was gonna get her, but it didn't work. It ain't work. I stopped talking to her. Every time I see her, she tried to like make conversation with me and shit. But I'll be like, "Nah, you good, you bad, but you good," and I can't do that again. But so I feel you, bro. I feel you, but that shit was bad. I was looking like a clown, son. I felt like a clown, bro. You don't understand. But shit, man. That's shit, man. You still there, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, you low right now, but yeah, man. How you want to close the show out, man? You got a sex tip?
Yeah, I got a doggy style sex tip of the week. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, this week's doggy style sex tip of the week is, I was just thinking about this in regards to I don't know, bro, like in regards to like hygiene. I've been extra like in my life in the recent years. I've just been extra super duper cautious of like smell and like making sure you smell good. So one little sex tip that I have is like whatever like cologne you put on like right before you about to spend time or be in an intimate moment with a girl, make sure you spray like your covers, make sure you spray your pillowcases, like spray your body, everything with it, so then like the smell is intoxicating her, so when she leave, that scent is engraved in her mind, so now she can relay that smell to you. That's something I've just been thinking about recently, like in the recent I've probably only been doing it in the recent years, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense though. That makes sense because every time she smell that smell, it's gonna remind her of you.
Exactly.
Because if she had a
especially
good
if it was a
night,
good experience.
Exactly. If it was a good night, a good day, or whatever, it's gonna stay on her mind. Cause we all got that where it's like, oh, chick woke up to you like, yo, my ex smells, or my ex has that same cologne or something like that.
That hurts.
What you mean?
Like that hurts if she comparing how you smell to him.
No. If that's something that she loves, though, if she loves the smell, or it's like a nostalgic.
The only thing she gonna remember is him.
That's
You a new memory, he an old one.
I don't. Yeah, true, but that's not gonna bother me, man. You feel me? If I smell like nostalgia, alright, cool. I'm not him though. I'm me. I'm him. I'm not him. I'm him.
Yeah, but that's a whole you gotta like prove yourself kind of situation. And
I don't feel like I gotta do that. I don't feel like I gotta do that, man. You know,
but,
I think being me took me a long way. But that's a good thing though, cause my pillowcase just smell like fabric softener, man. I'm gonna try that, man. I'm gonna do that here on out. I be buying the big cologne bottles anyway, so I might as well get rid of it. Spray that shit everywhere.
Yeah, I've been buying the small ones. I got too many, but let's wrap this up, man. It's another great, well, to us, a great episode.
Yeah, man. A lot of conversation, a lot of debate, man. Great debates.
I really haven't told that story to too many people because I was just so like looking back on it like a little bit shameful. Most of the experience with Shorty, but oh well.
Right.
We need to get another guest on here on next episode. So
sure, we
anybody who's interested in being a guest, anyone who got a topic idea that you think we should do, hit us up, DM us, message us, let us know.
Leave it in the comments.
We want to get the people what they want, so yeah.
Pick our brains, man. Let us know what y'all think. Follow us everywhere. Puppy Love the Show. All platforms, all social media platforms. Puppy Love, PULV. We going up from here on out. Pause. But any last words before we get out of here, man?
Nah, I ain't got no last words, man. Love y'all. Keep working hard. Keep grinding. We gonna make this happen. We gonna blow up one day, and y'all gonna be there to see it.
Y'all gonna be there to see it, and don't forget to watch that ass. Peace.